Hey everyone, I'm Sister Colton. You may have watched my video that I sent out in an email in my announcement about myself. If not, go watch it. Welcome to our first day of class. I'm excited for a fun semester of learning and growth. I just wanted to take a minute to make a video to show you some features of iLearn. You should have, if you started going through there's an iLearn tutorial, but I just wanted to take a few minutes to just talk through some specific things on our course that I like to do in my course and some tips. I will send a video every Monday. I try to keep it shorter, I like to talk. So I try to keep it to less than 10 minutes, so start it and just listen to it while you're getting ready, listen to it while you're working on something else, but I would suggest listening to my video every week because I tell you some tips and things to watch out for, some common mistakes that I see with assignments, and if you watch my video, then you won't make those mistakes. So first, always check announcements. That's your kind of home screen. I try not to post too much each week, but I do have 1 to 2 announcements each week, and I always have my Monday morning one that has my video for the week, so watch that video. So that's your announcements page. Up here, there's a tab that says Content. That is where you're going to want to go. My computer will load. You'll see here on the left side, I have some tabs that you won't have because I'm an instructor, but you'll have lesson 1, 2, 3, and it will just show you when it says Begins, that's when the material for that lesson is available, when it's first available. So you'll see here January 11th. So that's actually Thursday. So lesson 2 items are available on as soon as this Thursday, even though it's not really for next week. So if you don't want to do anything with it until next week, just ignore that. But it's there for anyone that wants to look ahead. So right here we have the welcome. Start here. And you'll see here, there's that tutorial that I talked about. Watch that. Read through the syllabus. And it talks about how to understand due dates. That's an important one to make sure you have things turned in on time. The first 3 weeks, I accept all late work. That's all Pathway classes do. And then my policy will take into effect as starting with lesson 4. So we'll talk about things are only allowed late up to 1 week, and there's a penalty for each day that it's late. So this just talks about welcome to our course, here's some things to get started, and some tips. The other thing that like I said, I want you to look through the syllabus. The next thing I want you to do after you go through this page is go to the lesson 1. This kind of folder or tab. You'll see once I click on it, it has these other folders in there. There's a pre-gathering, so all the things that you need to do before you go to the gathering on Thursday. Things that you need to have prepared for the gathering. You'll see that. I'll go through each one. Pre-gathering. There's, that's for me, not you. There's questions and conversations board. This is just a board for you to ask questions, and other students can answer. I'll answer the questions. You also have a chance to come here and report how your gathering went. Oh, sorry, my computer jumps me around. So you'll see here, it's free to ask your classmates and your instructor any questions, and to discuss how your gathering went. So if you wanted to post there, you would just hit start a new thread, type the subject, maybe your question is pre-gathering question, and you type what your question is, and then you post it. Others can have an option to respond. I'll be checking as well, and I can answer questions too. Then prepare every needful thing. I would recommend, click on that. Starting here too early in the week, it tells you there's the directions of everything that you need to do to make sure your software is ready. There's a welcome module that you need to walk through. Have your iLearn profile ready, and then see the different supports that you have. There are many of us here to help you, so don't be afraid. I know it is scary though. Once again, here's an assignment you need to do, and it'll tell you just the due date right under it. So this is due January 13th. Okay, so that's Saturday at 11 o'clock p.m. and that is Mountain Standard Time. So make sure you check. It will probably not be 11 o'clock your time if you don't live in the Mountain Standard Time. One thing that I want you to be aware of is usually pre-gathering assignments are due the Wednesday nights. But since this is the first week, they give you until Saturday for everything. But starting next week, anything this pre-gathering folder, any assignments, it will tell you the due date, but it is Wednesday night at 11 o'clock p.m. But for this week, they're giving you until Saturday. So just walk through, and once you click on there, it'll explain the assignment and have you do it. So that's pretty self-explanatory. The gathering folder has things that you need to do to prepare for the gathering, and after you go to the gathering, you do your attendance report. You come, my computer keeps hopping. You come here, and it will give you an option to complete your report, to mark, yes, I attended. If it was canceled, you have to email me and let me know so I can excuse it. Other than that, gathering attendance aren't really excused unless there's an extreme situation like the birth of a baby, you're in the hospital, a funeral, but if you have other conflicts, like you had a ward activity you had to attend or a child's performance, I understand that you won't go to your gathering, but you won't be excused for that. But you can miss a couple times and it won't hurt your grades, so don't worry about that. So that's the gathering folder. And then the post-gathering, these are things, it doesn't mean you can't start working on these until the gathering's over, but you have to make sure these things are done before you start working on post-gathering assignments. So Thursday night, or even if you have everything done Wednesday night in these folders, you can start working on the post-gathering assignments, because those aren't due until Saturday nights at 11 o'clock. So here's the two things that you'll have due. And one thing I want to just clarify, in the pre-gathering folder, see if I can find it. Oh, it doesn't even, hold on. Oh, meet your online classmates. This is, okay, these are your discussion board posts. This first week, it's just meeting your peers, but next week it will be related to what we're learning that week. It might have some prompts and have you answer one of them in your discussion board. It's a place for us to kind of talk together and learn together. So it tells you the directions, so you just need to follow those directions. It will, right here for this week, review this tutorial on how you would post a discussion board thread and what you need to post in there. It tells you some things to include. And not only do you need to post your own post, but you also need to answer others. So if I was ready to introduce myself in our discussion board this week, we already have some that have posted, you would start a new thread, tell us the topic, my name, and then you include the things that the directions asked you to include about yourself, how long you've been a member, some things about where you're from, and after you've done that, you can go look at other people's, and you need to always respond to at least 3 peers. So if I wanted to respond to someone else's, we have one person that has posted, I would click on it and I would say, hey, I also am from there, or I've been there before, or what's the weather like right now? Some way to connect to each other. So that's the discussion board. And I love discussion boards, and this semester we really are going to work on making that a place for you to learn and grow and make it kind of fun so it's something you want to do as well. So post your own and then respond to 3 peers. Okay, so make sure you post about yourself and then comment on other people's. If you have questions about the discussion board, let me know. So I think that's everything. As far as the folders, once again, there's the pre-gathering, the gathering folder, and the post-gathering folder that have all your assignments and explanations in them. So go to the content page, come to lesson 1, and do those things after you've done the welcome folder. One thing up here, they call this the waffle, because it kind of looks like a waffle. It will have, if you have many courses, I have all my past ones, you'll just make sure you're on our GS 120L for winter 2018. Your calendar will be a helpful tool for you to keep track of the assignments that are due. Okay, so this is where you'll see has my assignments for this course. If you have more than one course, they'll both be listed. It will show you things that you have due. You need to have, that is one thing that's due this Wednesday night, is the iLearn tutorial. Then you need to attend your gathering and report on it. And here's all those other assignments, so you can always just click on it. It gives a little bit of information, but if you want to read more about that assignment, you click on the more. Okay? So I hope that the calendar is a very helpful tool to make sure that you've done everything and what tasks you need to still do. I'm excited, and I love new semesters. I love learning from all of you, whether you're 1,000 miles away or in the same state as me. I am here to help you. So don't feel like just because we don't see each other face to face, we have a virtual classroom, but I'm still here. I still care about each one of you and want your success. And so email me with questions. We can go into my Adobe Connect room where you can see my screen so I can explain some things if you're confused. We can chat through video. Just let me know. Reach out to me, and I am happy and wanting to help you. It'll be fun. I know it's scary, nervous. It's always a new journey, which can be unsettling but also exciting. So know that I'm here for you. I'm cheering you on, and we'll have a great semester. Welcome on the first day. Bye, everyone.